what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Playoff fever in the air. It's the first of 4 this weekend. And off we go in the divisional round. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll motion over Pierce. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. He's going to test this secondary right away.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Back to the air once more on second down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A first down there on a pickup of 17. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. From the gun, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Now Jackson on the move. This one complete downfield to Walker. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Jackson. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
Third and long for Jackson. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Jackson now. To the outside. Catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with
a second effort, and he is in. Derrick Henry, touchdown. Touchdown, Baltimore. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
They'll motion over Pierce. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And now 3rd and goal coming up. Now they'll set up to throw. Got his man at the 6.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Out of his end zone, Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. That one's to the sideline complete. Nice grab as he stays in bounds. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll run. It's Henry. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And he will go all the way. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Ravens. Extra point try now for Tucker. It's up and good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. Throwing now on 1st and 10. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. Duvernay with the grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Now Jackson on the move. This throw right is taken in by Fowler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, here's Henry. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for another Baltimore Ravens.
With the shotgun, here's Jackson. He keeps it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
On play action, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and 6. In motion comes Andrews. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get rid of it and complete it. At least close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sanders here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. No motion over Flowers. On first and 10, Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
No motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. They leave Flowers wide open. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
So we are at halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. Jackson now to throw on first down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Jackson now on second down. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And third down coming up.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On third down, Jackson. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
Open man is Hopkins. And he will score again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Achane. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll look to throw yet again. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Smith. Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
One just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They'll motion over Pierce. Back to throw. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. This one batted in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all.